Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us vs. Herd. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button. If it's not your first time here, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a part of the UVH fam. Definitely means a lot that you're here. If you're not yet a member of our free options trading group, link is below. What I want to talk about today is why trading with a small account is the best, especially for beginners. Beginners, this is mainly for you. I see from time to time that people say, "Oh, if I only had more money, or only if I had more than $25,000 in my account, I can day trade as much as I want. I can do whatever I want," and that is true. But at the same time, learning to be disciplined is not a bad thing. Learning to maximize your gains with a small account is not a bad thing. Learning how to make, instead of risking $15,000 and making 10% on that, risk $200 and make 100% or 200%. So the way that I see it, like for people that are starting out, like small accounts are the way to go. It really teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to be selective. It teaches you how to trade. It teaches you when you're over deployed and how that looks, and to be restrictive. Like people that have $25,000 accounts or maybe $10,000 accounts, even right now I'm talking to people that have like $500 accounts, $1,000 accounts, $2,000 accounts. Like when you have small accounts like that, like the accounts that small, you have to be selective. You can't over deploy your capital, because if you do, you can't play defense. You're gonna have to make certain choices, like on what stocks to trade. Like if you have like a $500 account, you're going to be like, I'm going to show you right now, you're not going to be trading like Amazon options. You're looking at these Amazon options that cost like $42 per. You're not going to be trading Amazon options if you have less than $500 account. I mean, you're looking at like GE, single digit stocks. Like if you have a $500 account, you're looking at like 18, 19 cents, 40 cents. We're not looking at a lot of money. And when you do trade these, you're not going to want to buy 10 of these 7.5 puts. You're not going to want to do that, because you don't want to risk all of it. Like people with a small account, you have to realize it's not always about the money. It's about learning the process, learning how options trading works, and really finding what you're good at. Like when you're trading options, you could do a lot of different things. You could trade options a lot of different ways. You could buy options, you can short options, you could put on strangles, you could put on iron condors, you could put on vertical credit spreads. I mean, the list goes on, and you really have to find out what stocks you're good at trading, what type of setups you're good at trading, what kind of charts you're good at trading, and what kind of market environments do you thrive in, and kind of know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and get over that emotional. Most beginning traders get very emotional, very, very emotional when trading. They see their option down 40%, 50%, they freak out. Or when they're up a lot of money, they freak out too. Or if they keep losing, they're like, well, I'll just put on another trade. And if you have a large account, you're going to get in trouble. You're just going to be flushing money down the toilet. So, starting with a small account is the best thing ever. Like even if you're a seasoned trader, day trader, but you're not an options trader, start with a small account. If you don't know how to trade options, start with a small account. You're going to do yourself the favor. You're going to be able to, learn the disciplines, learn what stocks you're good at trading and what kind of environment you're good at trading at. And you really want to use that time to hone your skills, hone your craft. Most people say like, oh, like they look at like multimillionaires and CEOs or even artists, like musical artists. They see them at the top, like, oh man, they're making millions of dollars, they're selling a million CDs, but they didn't show them. You didn't see behind the scenes. From a very young age, they were honing their skills. They were performing for an audience of 3 people. They were in the studio, crying because they couldn't get the song right. Like that's where, like beginner traders, that's where you're at. You're not going to be flipping $25,000 into 100,000 into a million into 5 million. You're not going to be doing that. I mean, I hate to break it to you. I'm a bearer of bad news, and I know there's a lot of things on the internet, especially YouTube. A lot of traders say you can get rich quick, you can do this, you can do that to make money, and there is no, when it comes to trading or investing or options trading and anything worthwhile, anything that you want to build your future on, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight for you. There's no lotto ticket. There's no, plane ticket to get you on the fastest way to get to where you want to go. The only way to get there is by hard work, dedication, and yes, you're going to lose a little bit of money on the way. That's why I encourage people to paper trade. And people say, well, I don't want to paper trade. Well, if you don't want to paper trade, you're most likely going to lose your own money. Like, I'm just being honest with you. We're just being truthful here on this video right now. Other option people will tell you, all you have to do is this, all you have to do that. But the thing is, the market's always changing. Option pricing is always changing. You're changing along with it. So, just because you're making money in the market doesn't mean it's going to continue. The market could shift and your whole strategy will go out the window, and you have to then develop a new strategy or figure out what the strategy is that you want to apply to be profitable in the market. So, don't feel bad if you're not making money. Don't feel bad if it's hard. Don't feel bad that other people making money or not, because you don't understand that time that they put into it. You don't understand how much time, how many hours, how many dollars they poured into honing their craft. Like, this is, beginner traders, this is for you. This is it. Like, you have to take the time, hone your craft, develop your skills, get in there, get in the market. The market's a great place to be. I mean, I wouldn't have it anyway. I love trading. I love day trading. I love investing long term. I love the stock market. I love trading options. I love owning stock. I mean, it's great. And once you learn, it'll pay you forever. It'll pay you forever. If you're young, you're 18, 20, it's going to pay you forever. If you're older, 40, 50, 60, it's going to pay you for the rest of your life. If you learn it, take the time, learn it. And like I was talking to one of my friends, it's like, you could either trade, from the comfort of your home or anywhere you want, or people are out there. I can literally make $100 in a couple hours, or even a day. And if you were to go out there and like Uber for a night, how much money would you make profit? If you were to go out there and do Lyft, how much would you make out there profit? Or go out there flipping on Amazon or eBay, how much would you make profit? You have to go, if you're flipping for Amazon or eBay, you have to hit garage sales or Goodwill, find product, source product. All that takes time. Meanwhile, trading, you can do from the comfort of your home. You could be on the road. You could be at school. You could be wherever you are. You could be on your vacation home. You could be in the hotel. You could only have to be in the U.S. as long as you're a U.S. citizen with a U.S. brokerage. Then you could trade on the U.S. exchanges. But you don't even have to be in America to trade. You just have to have access to the internet. And I think people are getting impatient. People are getting impatient when they're not making the returns that they want to make, and it's hard. Options trading is hard, and it's going to continue to be hard. It's not going to get easier. It may get easier from a sense of you realizing who you are. It may get easier from a sense of understanding your strengths, understanding your weakness, and it may get easier as soon as you understand how to control your emotions. Once that stuff starts happening, I think your options trading career is going to really take off. I know that mine did. I know that, I know what it's like to lose. I know what it's like to win. I know what it feels like to be not profitable. I know what it feels like to be profitable. So, I'm here with you. I'm trading alongside you. Just because you lose for a week or 2 weeks or had a bad month doesn't mean you're not good at it. Maybe you're applying the wrong strategy. Maybe you're not being patient enough. Maybe you're getting very emotional. As soon as you're down 20%, you hit the sell button instead of playing defense. There's a lot of things that go into being a profitable option trader and not profitable options trader. Also depends, what brokerage you're on. If you're consistently losing on Robinhood, switch brokers. Free commissions on there aren't free. I'll tell you that right now. Ask anyone in our options trading group. So, I'm not here to yell at you. I'm not here to rant. I'm not here to, I mainly just want to be here to encourage you, and for those that think that they need a big account size to get started or to make decent money, like you don't. You can have $1,000, you can have $5,000, and you could be making $100 a week, $200 a week, $1,000 a week, I'm not saying it's going to come easy. It's not going to come easy. It's not going to come for free. You're going to have to put the time in. You're going to have to put the work in. It is what it is. So, if this video was of value to you, hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. Subscribe to our channel. We do live streaming. If you want to get notifications when we go live, we go live 30 minutes after market close. Hit the bell button. Definitely appreciate you guys. We'll see you in our options trading group.